Presentations on the American War on Drugs. The war on drugs is a global issue. Even though it's a major issue in the United States alone, it does affect countries worldwide. And in itself, the war on drugs is the war on drugs is a global issue. I'm going to focus on how it's affecting us as Americans. The history of drug prohibition is very old, and it's been in America for years. The first law to enforce a prohibition and restrictions on drugs was the Harrison Narcotics Tax Act, which regulated and taxed opioids, which are used in morphines. The law was passed in 1917, which was before the term war on drugs was even conceived. And in 1920, the government passed the infamous National Prohibition Act, which banned the sale, manufacture, and transportation of alcohol for recreational consumption. This was passed in 1920, and it ended in 1933. The term war on drugs was first used by Richard Nixon in 1969, and the war officially began in 1971. Nixon first used this term in a special message to the Congress. The war on drugs is responsible for many arrests, and not in America, but worldwide. America in itself has the largest incarceration rate of 743 people arrested per capita, or out of 100,000. Trailing in second is Russia with 577. That being said, it is a very big problem for America having these such high incarceration rates. And as of 2008, there were 1.5 million Americans arrested on drug offenses. 500,000 of these Americans were imprisoned. And in taxpayers, it's a major issue. And in 2008, there was a study conducted by Jeffrey Miron, an economist at Harvard University, and his studies showed that $7.8 billion of dollars are put into the war on drugs every year. 44.1 billion are in law enforcement alone on enforcing these drug laws. The United States would save $7.1 billion just for the legalization of marijuana, and $22.5 billion from cocaine and heroin. And in conclusion, the war on drugs affects everyone, and to taxpayers and us as an economy. It was first started in 1971, and 1.5 billion people are arrested a year for these drug uses, and it costs $76.8 billion annually to enforce these laws. The war on drugs is a very real thing, and it affects everyone around the world, and it is important for everyone to be educated on this subject.